welcome to the latest episode of vSphere Breakroom Chats. I'm your host, Glenn Simon, Product Marketing Manager for vSphere. In this series, we bring VMware experts to talk about VMware's vSphere, as well as related technologies and programs. Today's episode, we're talking about the vSphere beta community. Our expert today is Adam Evaristo. Adam leads our beta communities for vSphere, as well as other VMware infrastructure products and technologies. Welcome, Adam.
Hey, Glenn. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
See,
You've been doing this for a while. Tell us more about the vSphere beta community for those who are maybe not aware or who don't participate.
yeah, absolutely. And again, thanks for the opportunity. So, vSphere Beta Community is VMware's official private beta program that's offered and delivered through through the communities, through the VMTN communities. It's listed there. If you're a member of the vSphere Beta Program community, you'll be able to see that once you log into the communities. Otherwise, it won't appear for you. And there are several thousand people in the communities, representative from multiple regions around the world, all over the world, actually, as a matter of fact, mostly enterprise corporations. There are some partners as well, but mostly vSphere customers, of course. We post some very good quality builds there that contain some new features and functionality that the vSphere product and engineering team are working on. And we look to see, to get feedback from the members and to share what we've been working on.
So it sounds like, and the fact that we call it a community, that it's not just, it's more than just, hey, early access to code, I guess. Can anyone join this? Join the community?
That's a really, really good question. So anyone can apply to join the program. We are accepting applications on a rolling basis. I think maybe, Glenn, you could probably share, if you can, a link to join and find more information. However, we do limit it to corporate IT members. And so just a hint for some folks that are interested in joining. One of the things we do look for is a corporate email address. So any of those at Gmail or at Hotmail or any of those, unfortunately for us, you indicate that would be like a personal user, private user, and we do want to look for vSphere customers.
Okay, yeah. So we want to verify that you're affiliated with
Yeah, exactly.
one of our customers. Okay. And then, so kind of summarize for us, what are the benefits to joining the community? Why, if I'm not already part of the beta community, is there anything other than obviously getting early access to code, maybe early access to vSphere builds, for future releases? Anything else other than that I might enjoy as part of the community?
Absolutely. Yes. So it's part of the vSphere beta program community. Like I mentioned, it is a private community. After signing up and expressing your interests and completing the registration and then joining and participating in the community, that then allows you to become a member of over 4,000 members currently in the private beta community. With exposure to new VMware technologies, innovations, access to several VMware folks within the product management team across R&D, engineering, and even support, ability to have discussions with folks within VMware. So it's not just, the one-way interaction or messages being sent over and, kind of getting lost into a black hole. It's actually, there's actual, discussions that are taking place, questions about some of the features that, some of the folks have seen in the new builds, or, some questions they may have about something they don't understand. But there's a ton of great benefits, to joining the community.
That's interesting. So I could actually engage with and have discussions with other VMware customers that are part of the community. I guess
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
nice.
So I didn't mention that, but yes, being part of the community gives folks the ability to share best practices or ask questions and even network with other IT professionals.
So it's not just reaching out and getting to know let's say, VMware product managers, but also your colleagues in the industry. That's nice.
Yes.
So, what are currently? So, my understanding with the beta community is we don't necessarily have like the vSphere 8 beta, right? It's more of an ongoing process. So kind of to explain how that works.
Sure. Thanks, Glenn. That's a really good question. So, um, traditionally, some beta programs, in fact, the way that we used to run this vSphere beta program in the past is where we would stand up a new beta program, for instance, for a new release that we're planning in the near future. And then we would stop that beta and then restart a new beta for another release. Um, Aside from all that, what we're doing now, and we've actually launched this 2 years back, where we now have this continuous program. And in addition to the enrollments and the recruitments that happen on an ongoing basis, members of the community can expect to download and install fresh new versions of the vSphere beta every couple of months or so. So if I look back the last couple of years, we've probably dropped, I think it's about 3 or 4 updated builds throughout the year. And then so each one is coupled with a set of um, features that we're sort of highlighting in per se in an upcoming release, in addition to the description, some notes, as well as some test scenarios that folks can try out. I also didn't mention, so there is the download beta program, which is the main mode of testing and consuming the beta, but we also have a virtual lab available. So folks that don't want to download and install the builds themselves, they can use our VMware virtual hosted lab. And that's available through the beta community, the vSphere beta community as well. There's a link contained inside where they'll be able to just launch the VMware lab and then run the same tests and try out the new features that are in there without having to download and install on their own.
That's nice because then, if I don't have a lab or for
Exactly.
whatever reason I don't have a test bed, but I want to, take a look at the usability, maybe, get some feedback around that, I can still do that.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So, okay, I'm interested. How can I join the community?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. So there is a blog that we've recently posted, and I think we can put that down below in this video. The blog will contain information, some of the stuff that we've already just discussed, but it'll also have a link to the sign up form that I
Okay.
encourage folks to apply, sign up, and to join us in the beta community. Uh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely include a link to that in the description, both a link to the blog as well as a link to the sign up form. So thank you for that. And then before we go, anything else that you wanted to share about the beta community and
Yes.
why people might want to join?
There's so many other things that I could sort of give away or talk about. In the past, I would say we have given away, like, for example, free tickets to some events, conferences, some VMware swag, and some other cool stuff that we've offered to the vSphere beta community. So again, I encourage everyone that's watching this to check out the blog, read that, sign up for the beta program, and we hope to see you in the community soon.
Yeah, okay. So obviously no promises about the future, but in
Yeah,
the past, beta community members have been kind of have been able to access some pretty cool things. Okay, great. Thank you, Adam. With that brings us to the end of this episode. Thanks again, Adam, for joining us today. And if all of you, if you enjoyed this episode, please join us next time for another episode of Breakroom Chats. This is your host, Glenn Simon, signing off for now. Have a great day.